Morning, this is Tom Stiles, and thanks for stopping by. Well, you know me, I'm no expert on propagation and shortwave band conditions, so I'm always looking for something on the internet to provide me a visual indication of what's going on and why I can't receive anything on my shortwave radio, which has been the case once again this week. Well, I found another website that does have a nice visual indicator and it has other options. So let me show you what I found. This is at bandconditions.com, and the main page shows you these bar graphs and it tells you what the reception conditions should be for the various bands. And down here it has the meter bands. It's 160, 80, 40, 30, 20, 17, and 50. So it's the amateur radio bands, but of course, us shortwave listeners can get to some idea of how the international broadcast bands will be near these, like the 31 meter band and the 41 meter band and so on. So these bar graphs are a visual indication of reception probability. And as for instance, it's what time? This is real time. It's 8:35 here in Florida, and then up here it tells you that is 13:35 GMT. And right now looks like 40 meters is pretty good and 80 meters is pretty good. And it's by general location. When I say general location, I mean the continental U.S., Azores, Bermuda, and so on down here. So you could pick one of these. And the default is the continental U.S. for the HF bands. And then it provides a lot of other information under these buttons here that you can select. For instance, you can get some detailed information about yesterday's band conditions. So you pick what meter band you want to look at. I'm usually interested in the 30 meter or the 31 meter international band, so you select that, and you can see it blinks there because it's continually updating. And in here is a hour by hour breakdown of that band. So you can see pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad. 9 a.m. yesterday, it was excellent, but it was only good for that very brief period of time. And then 2 p.m. it was excellent, 3 p.m. So it was pretty good in the late afternoon and for a short period of time in the morning. So you can go back and you can select another one, like the 40 meter band, for instance, or any of the other ones. So that's another thing you can do. You can also get the propagation test results, and it tells you how you can do this, and it's lifted from the K7RA propagation reports. So that's another feature. It can give you band stability for the last 10 minutes, hour, 24 hours, or speak to me. I wonder what that is. Oh, that's it's a download of a audio file. Yeah, we won't bother playing that right now. So you can select, one of these locations depending on where you're at. For instance, if you're in the UK, you can select the UK. It doesn't give you as much information, but it does give you this basic chart, and then here's some other things you can look at. Let's go back to the USA, and here is current propagation, which I don't really understand this. That's why I like to use these charts to give me a graphical indication. So down here, I recognize this one. This is the KP index, which you typically want that number to be low. And as you can see, for today, starting of course at midnight, it's been high, which is poor conditions. So Let me get rid of this download here, and we'll go back. So again, this provides a lot of information. I like this main page, which gives you this graphical representation of the probabilities for the HF band, and it's updated, I think, like every minute. I think it's updated. I'm going to look here and it gives you instructions on how to use this stuff. Let's see, every 30 seconds it's updated. So this is, up-to-date snuff. No delays there, 30 seconds. That's pretty darn up-to-date. And then it gives you how to read it, and then what some of the other things mean, what yesterday's band condition means, and so on. Okay, I just thought I would show you that. And I think it's another good source of information on HF band conditions, which unfortunately lately have not been that great. So if you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. That tells me that I'm providing information that you're interested in, and I'm not just wasting your time. Actually, you can give me a thumbs down, and then that tells me that I am wasting your time. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Yep, it just updated.